But let's chat about oil companies and whether or not there is a fuel price hike, what happens to subsidy, lots of questions surrounding them. TK Anand Kumar, Director Finance at Oil India, joins in. Mr. Kumar, first let's start with the questions, by the point which market men are most concerned about related to upstream companies. How much does the higher cess impact Oil India profitability, because analysts have trimmed down your FY13 EPS by a good 5 to 7%. Is that a fair estimate? Would you say that?
Actually, as per the assessment, the impact is going to be around 800 crores on account of the subject increase. But we have already taken up with the Ministry of Petroleum that the increased cess should correspondingly be reduced from our subsidy figure when they work out the subsidy next year.
What about your realizations and what range would they be after the levying of the higher cess? Because I believe ONGC has indicated that they would be around at $58 per barrel.
It's difficult for us to tell the exact realization. It depends on what is the subsidy figure finally. But this year, our realization up to December has been $67. Net realization.
Mr. Kumar, the government has approved award of 16 oil and gas blocks in NELP 9. Out of them, how many has Oil India bagged and what is the development plan for these blocks?
We had provisionally got about 8 or 9, but finally out of 16, how many we have got, exactly I'm not in a position to confirm. Only after government communicates to us, we will be able to say.
Okay, would you be able to at least communicate what kind of oil production growth annually would you see? I mean, would it remain upwards of 9% and maybe gas production upwards of 14%? Is that a fair estimate?
For next year also, we expect the crude oil production to grow around 5 to 6% and gas around 10%.
So have you started preparation for share auction? Has the Department of Disinvestment, that is, communicated for you to prepare any documents?
No, we haven't heard anything from them yet.
Mr. Anand Kumar, your acquisition for oil assets in the overseas markets has not quite materialized for many months now. Is it that the rise in crude oil prices which is making valuations of producing assets very rich? Because, if you could talk about the regions, which particular assets are you weighing or narrowing down on actively?
Yeah, as you rightly said, the high crude oil price certainly impacts acquisition, because the price expectations are high at this moment. So we are going cautiously in this regard. However, we are evaluating a couple of proposals, and depending on the valuation and after discussions with the parties, we will take it forward.
Okay, then finally, before we let you go, do you see higher volumes or higher crude oil prices, I mean, if they rise from here on, make up for that higher cess in any manner whatsoever?
Yeah, definitely the higher volume what we are doing would make up for the crude oil higher cess to some extent. But nevertheless, this impact being extra on our bottom line, we have requested government to reduce our subsidy to compensate this increase in cess.
And by when do you expect the government to reply to your request?
It's too early for us to say. Our representation has gone, so we'll wait and watch.
Okay, leave it at that. Thanks so much, Mr. Kumar, for joining in today and giving us that perspective.